with this information. If you want to know how an unelected shadow government operates, look no further than Doge. Doge staffers, whomever they are, now have unprecedented access to the most sensitive payment data in the entire federal government, with no transparency, with no guardrails, and guess what? The one independent watchdog who could have provided oversight was fired by Donald Trump over a week ago. The Treasury Secretary must revoke Doge's access to the Treasury payment system at once. If not, Congress must act immediately. That is why Leader Jeffries and I are working together on legislation, which we will introduce, to stop unlawful meddling in the Treasury Department's payment systems. We must protect people's Social Security payments, their Medicare payments, tax refunds from any possible tampering by Doge or any other unauthorized entities. Let's be very clear. Doge is not a real government agency. It has no authority to make spending decisions. It has no authority to shut programs down or ignore federal law. To give Doge a chokehold on Treasury payments is outlandishly dangerous. It's like putting a tiger into a petting zoo and then hoping for the best. It's impossible to overstate that this is playing with fire. The Bureau of the Fiscal Service, which oversees these Treasury Department payments, executes over 1 billion transactions a year worth $6 trillion. If these payments were ever intentionally or even accidentally halted or manipulated, it could paralyze our economy if we're not careful. One mistake, and people's Social Security benefits could freeze. Disability payments, aid to veterans, loans to small businesses, they could all be in danger. The Treasury Department is already using extraordinary measures to ensure we do not default on the debt. If Doge's careless meddling caused us to default, it could trigger a worldwide financial crisis. This all begs an obvious question. What does Doge really want with this data? What possible reason is there to give right-wing extremists people's Social Security payments, Medicare payments, and personal information? Will Doge try to halt Social Security or Medicare or Medicaid payments? God forbid. God forbid. Will Doge cut funding to programs approved by Congress that Donald Trump decides he doesn't like? What about cancer research, food banks, school lunches, veterans aid, literacy programs, small business loans? How do we know Doge won't use its access to the Treasury to enrich Donald Trump's billionaire friends? What if they go after business competition of Doge's leadership? It is laughably naive to look at the wealthy billionaires who run Doge and take them at their word that all they care about is efficiency.
All right, let's switch from one to the other. Senator Schumer, screen right. It's President Trump, screen left. This event for the Stanley Cup champs. Let's see if he says anything about Canada and the trade war.
Switch the 3 up. Well, this is over because Vinny's a friend of mine, and then they lost 3, and I said, "Ooh, this is going to be a tough loss."